Lovely Saturday today. I'm pretty happy about this. It's sunnier than hell. It's still totally soaked, so I don't know if I'm gonna get to really do much till later today, but it's a hell of a lot better than it was yesterday. So what's going on? Nitro Steve, what's going on? OG's here, holding down the fort as usual. He was the first one in. He won a hot dog today. We're spending the budget. It's all the cash we got left, so allergies are kicking in a little bit, so I'm not stoned. Just got allergies. You know, the oldest excuse in the book. But today, I get a little bit more work done on the on Project Dirtymaxx here. One step closer, one day closer to getting this thing up, running, and back alive. I'm Chino, what's going on, brother? I'm pretty stoked at how this thing's coming out. It's not the nicest thing I own, but I'll tell you what, compared to what this foods. Dudes. Okay, cool. Nice. Hey, Michelle, what's going on? Grand Pedo, what's going on, Hugh? Hopefully, you're probably at work again, aren't you? When? Okay. We said we were doing a startup on Monday. It didn't happen. I understand. Not busting balls, but didn't happen. When are we firing up this LS, man? Come on. Give the people what they want. They're ready. Let's get this done. Anybody else I missed? Chino, Michelle, Steve. Yeah, everybody. So, yeah, it's a nice day today. I got some running around to do. There's a local autocross going on. I might go and make a stop down there and see a couple of friends, but I don't know. We're going to run something off this weekend. Whoa. All right, my man. Enjoy it. So when are we firing it up? Come on. Don't tell me Monday again. Ah, the Nitro Pimp. What's going on? Coming to us from probably sunny Florida again. Getting all of his tires kicked out of his garage. His old lady put the foot down. I love it. All right. Well, let's get started. Let's just start getting some more stuff bolted up. Get the bench slowly but surely cleaned off. I still got the pile of tetanus here. Hugh says, I found out with research that the Gen 4 will not spark without the starter and fuel pump being controlled by the ECU. Well, makes sense. I was running the starter and fuel pump manually. Oh, so you just got to wire the fuel pump itself in. Okay. Well, yeah, it makes sense. A lot of cars do that. They won't fire, like Dodge does that. They won't fire unless the fuel pump is working. Yeah, if it doesn't feel the prime of the fuel pump, it will not start. My Dodge is like that. Because you'll get it's one of those things, like you'll get a no start condition, and you'll be like, oh, crap, okay. Let's check for spark. Spark's bad. You'll throw a coil at it, doesn't do anything. Then you'll go and you'll see, oh, well, it's not getting signal from the fuel pump. You put a fuel pump in it, it fires, there's nothing wrong with the coil. There's a lot of problems with the crank sensors, too. The crank sensor won't, if the crank sensor doesn't read correctly, it kills everything. Completely controlled by these. Yeah. Yeah, Dodge does that too. So let's get started. Let's get something to put on here. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3. All right. Get some screws here together that I've already picked out because I didn't feel like sifting through them. And we'll get moving. All right, those are for the tank. All right, let's lift this up, get a good view. And Ford just doesn't run. Hey, now, my Ford runs good, brother. I don't know which ones you're working on. It's only been broken a lot, but it runs now, currently. Need a 2. 5. All right. So I did get some bad news today. I knew it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time. The local hobby shop that I go to, the owner passed away a little while ago, and his wife's been holding down the fort mostly. Well, I guess she said, I've had enough, and they're closing her up. So that's going to be a problem for me. It's going to be a big problem for me. Let's see. I work on broken ones. Well, yeah, nobody works on working ones. My Ford ran great till I ripped the drivetrain out. Yeah. The RS is a great car. But you can tell why. They build them completely in Germany and ship them over. That's why they're a great car. Quality is good. But the head gasket, man. Mortgage the house and buy the stock. I am going to buy quite a bit, probably. The problem that's going to be, it's mostly Traxxas stuff. I'm not really too interested. They have a pretty decent selection of old school HPI stuff. I'm going to try my best to dig that up. RPM, what's going on? And they also have a some leftover XXXNT stuff. I'm going to dig all that out, and that's pretty much all my plan was. What is your issue? Come on, plate. Just a plate. I think these screws are a little different. I'm going to have to restart these off the vehicle, and then we'll put them on. Nitro Bob's got to drop a deuce. Supposed to do that before I get started, Bob. You know the rules. So yeah, they're closing, which is a big problem for me because basically the next closest one would be probably Small Addictions in Binghamton, New York, which is about a little over an hour. There's one out past Allentown. You have Trains and Lanes, but also that's a solid hour and a half. Found at least 60 XXXNT tires. Maybe it's time to start thinning that herd out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Corey, what's going on? So yeah, I mean, it sucks that they're closing. There's another hobby shop out past Quakertown, but I don't know. I'm not going any further than I have to. It's not the problem of the time. It's the easiest way to get there is to take Interstate 476, and it's the most expensive toll road in the world. Absolute lots of Adam Drake yellows. Oh, brother. I need fronts. Do you have any fronts? 476 is the most expensive toll road in the world. And I'm not exaggerating. Look it up. Does it go the other way? Let's go the other way. So you figure right off the rip, if I take 476 all the way down there to get stuff, it's going to add $20 to my parts bill every time I go. That, and they support somebody that I'm not a fan of, so therefore I will not shop there. I'll go to their swap meet, but I'm not. Make your business decisions a little better. All right, cool. Let's see what we got going on here. Shout out to Corey. Nitro Pimp, you got fronts? I'll buy them. I'll buy them. Just really need the rim. I don't need the tire. I got some front runners. All right, got the bottom of the battery tray is on. That's done. That's good. Try to hit some easy stuff today. The top of the tray we're not going to install yet. Yeah, I don't mind paying. That's fine. Even if it's for shipping, you know what I mean? I don't want to be a grub. I'll gladly give you something for it. What was I going to say? What was I going to say? Shit. We're going to hit some easy stuff up today. Throw some shocks on. Grandma Vic, how are you? Good to see you. Never found that screw, by the way. What was I going to say? We're probably going to have to take a break on this for a little bit, a week or two. I got to get prepared for that race that we're going to go to. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm probably going to have to make a video from that race. I don't think I'm going to be able to go live. Depends on if I can get a good, good service there. If I do, I'll jump in every now and then. We'll do a little bit of we'll check the race out, but probably going to do a video on that. But I got to get prepared for that, so the budget is pretty much squashed. Living on cough drops again. All right, let's get this tank mounted. It's a bottom feeder. Probably should have left that hose on there. Bottom hose goes to the carb, so I'd expect the carb to get the pinch. So we'll leave that, put that back on. We'll figure the rest out later. All right. Gonna do this. We're gonna get all the shocks mounted on there. Then we're going to take a look at that OS, see what we got going on, see if I got to take that to Ed, have him do a repinch on it before we install that. Nitro Pimp said that it had some pinch left, but before we go through the trouble of installing it and getting everything working, I want to inspect it myself. As a collective, we will come up with a plan, whether or not it should be just use it how it is, or if we're going to do a repinch on it. All right, cool. So what's everybody else got going on today? Grand Peter saving for projects is always the hard part. Yeah. Is some enough is the question. Well, more is always better. Just want to take a look at it. I was looking at prices for that. I got to get gaskets for the exhaust. But brand new piston and sleeve for that's about $100. It's not terrible. So when we take the top off, if the sleeve looks like garbage, then we know we got to go that route. But it should be good. It looks like it's in great shape. I expect it to be nice. I don't think you keep junk. But then again, you also have 75,000 pairs of tires in the garage. Corey says he's ordering sushi at 3 o'clock. Oh man, I can go for some sushi today. That wouldn't be too bad. I actually got to figure out dinner today, so maybe that'll be on the table. We'll see. What is all this? Yeah, just junk. So far, my overall view on the T-Max is I like this one. Pretty simple to work on. Everything is pretty self-explanatory. Considering I don't have a manual for this, I mean, I have looked it up online a couple of times for some small stuff. But, I mean, this thing is pretty straightforward. Okay, check it out. Got a tank, got the battery tray. I got to order a switch so I can put the top back together. We got to get servos yet. Receiver, battery, a whole bunch of stuff. Can I use one of these in there? Oof. I don't know. That's tight. I'll have to check. All right. So what do you think so far? I think compared to that dusty, beat-up piece of shit that was started with, this thing's coming out all right. Looks pretty cool. Like the effect there, yeah, the little spin. Ooh, yeah. Nice. Let's see. I'll let you know as soon as my eyes open. Good. Because I just woke up. It's 11 o'clock. What are you doing just waking up? Cool deal, Corey. I'm not into sushi or any other seafood, really. Sushi you got to try. It's not all seafood. Like, my mom was not a fan of it. I don't like that raw stuff. I'm like, it's not all raw. Well, here's your first mistake. And, you know, nobody eats raw chicken. It's disgusting, you know? Thanks, Michelle. It's less than 2,000 tires, but more than 1,500. Dude, you got to do something with that. You got to do something with that. That's crazy. I have a wall, and I'm like, man, I got to thin the herd. I don't even want to think like you got. Jesus. All right, let's get those shocks. And by the way, everybody's idea to rebuild these, thank you, but I hate the idea. I don't want to do it again. These things, I love the fact that they switched these out. These look like, actually like bullet shells, believe it or not. But they're the ones that have the C-clips on the bottom. Man, those C-clips were a pain in the balls. I didn't like doing them at all. I don't want to do those ever again. Those were no fun. All right. I've had the screws and the nuts in this thing sitting for a million years, so they better be good now. Oh, I think it's time to change out the PB Blaster. It's seen better days. Tell you what, screws look good though. Alright, a nut. We need a nut. One nut. Gotta run to Home Depot today. I'm gonna do that as well. Very busy day. Let's see what it says. It's going to be an awesome looking truck. Thanks, Hugh. This spot is close, good price, and it's great. That's cool. Yeah, we got a really good sushi spot by us. I went to this other place that don't do sushi at that one, but they have a place, right? It's funny because it's called Fuji. Very, you know, very easy name. Anyway, they have a... There's two main streets in Pittston because it's a one way goes this way and one way goes that way. They have one here called Fuji. They sell sushi and hibachi. Then they have one down here that does ramen, and I think that's it. But I went there the other day with me and the old lady went, and we went for to try. She wanted to try the ramen, but I got this thing called like a poke ball or something. Poke, they call it. Dude, that shit was banging. Big fan of that. That was good. I got it was spicy salmon with a lump of rice. It had, what else did it have? I got it with pineapple. I got it with pineapple, cucumber, and what else did I get? I'm trying to think. Pineapple, cucumber, pineapple, cucumber, and something else. I forget. But yeah, it was money. It was so good. $15 too. I mean, shit. Can't even get a pizza around here for $15 anymore. All right. And a 2.5. That'd be a 2.5. Let's get a 2.5. Rocky, what's going on? Real sushi is raw. That's how they eat it in Japan. I've heard in America they're not allowed to sell it. Like, no, absolutely not. You can get, I eat raw salmon all the time. You can buy that anywhere. You can get the raw stuff. The raw stuff is called sashimi. It's not necessarily just sushi. It depends on what's in it. But like chicken, like their chicken's always cooked. Nobody eats raw chicken because it's disgusting. Who the hell would want to do that, you know? All right. We're just going to hang the shocks for the time being because I got to find screws for the bottom. So rather than doing that right now, let's get these shocks hung. We can do the rear ones. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Flash frozen, but I buy farmed salmon, cut my own. Yeah, why not? Grandma says it's going to be a bad truck. Yeah, I'm going to come for that Savage of yours. We're going to race him off. What's that, Mr. Audio? Who's Mr. Audio? Did I miss him? Hey, Mr. Audio, how are you? New to the channel, man. Please like, subscribe, hit that like button. A little bit later, OG is going to be hitting out the links. Appreciate that, OG. All right, one screw. We need a nut. Yeah, this truck's come a long way. Considering we used, I reused as much that was worth reusing. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff is foobar, but majority of it's in good shape, and it's a runner, so we're going to have some good times with this one. Can always upgrade later. All right. Now, as far as the settings, I'm putting pretty much... No, this way. Goes that way. There we go. Putting the settings right where they were, so we can get an idea how the truck was when I got it. There we go. But yeah, the closing of the hobby shop kind of blows. I'm not happy about this. Hit that like button, everybody. Yeah, there you go. Dennis, how are you? Slowly but surely, we're getting closer to getting this thing ready to go. Let's get these shocks on. There we go. What did he say? I'm okay. Yeah, Mr. Audio. So tell us a little bit about what do you do? You a Nitro guy? You an RC guy? Mr. Audio. Cool name. About a week ago, I'm sitting at a stoplight. I hear it, and I don't know where it's coming from. I look in front of me, and somebody actually had a system in their car. Man, I miss that shit. Buddy of mine used to have a stereo in a Jeep that would absolutely just blow your mind. That thing was so stupid loud, but I mean, compared to the stuff I see today, not even close. All right. Nice. Here we go. The shocks look good. I'm happy that we went that route. A lot more work than I was looking for, but yeah. They're doing it around us again. Most of them suck. They're getting better, though. Yeah. He used to have, what are they, Soliberic 12s. The amp was Infinity amp. That was a good amp. But, yeah, this shit was loud, man. It was real loud. Used to enjoy it. Never got into it myself because I had 412s in my mini truck. That was the only thing I ever had a system in because I always raced, and I got tired as hell of taking the audio stuff out, going and having to go to every time I wanted to go to a race. So eventually they just stayed out. One more nut. The 6x9s? No, I had, it's funny, I had L7s. What were they? The kickers, the kickers, the square ones I had. I had 412s. I miss the old Rockford Fosgate. Yeah, Rockford Fosgate's done. I saw a thing online that I guess they're getting sold under a different name now. Rockford is no more. I used to have an amplifier. It was from it was a cheaper one I bought. It was from Boss Audio, but it was like a 1400 watt 2-channel, and that thing would get so hot. I mean, so friggin' hot that like you could seriously fry an egg on that thing, and it never went into thermal protection. That thing would just run. What the hell, Nut? What's going on here? All right, this Nut's not happy about something. Do I have a new one? I think I might have a new one. Thought I had a kit here that had some of them in it. All right. What's this? There we go. That looks happier. You got tired of getting broke into? Yeah, that happened a lot too. See, that's one thing I never did. I never put like, you know, JL audio stickers or stuff on my stuff because it was basically saying, hey man, there's some shit in here. Probably would want. All right, get rid of that nut. That thing's shot. Those Valkyries are no joke. Yeah, the stereo stuff was always cool. There's two more nuts and bolts in here. I have no idea what those are for. Why I put them in there. Obviously didn't use them. For $300 4S rig, they scream. It was hard to keep your system back in the day. Yeah, because it was good money. You know you're going to sell it. Like, I used to laugh when, like, the OEM stuff, like Chevrolet. Chevrolet used to have me rolling. Chevrolet used to have this thing. Remember they used to do them in, like, the Cavaliers and Sunfires? They called it, like, the Theft Lock Dash. My S10 had it. Where, like, in order to get the radio out, you got to take the top part of the dash off, some of the front of the dash. Like, it was actually pretty in-depth. Whereas, like, Dodge, you can basically just grab the front of it and rock and roll, you know what I'm saying? But I thought it was the stupidest thing. I mean, I understand they're trying to make it so that way it's harder for them to steal your stock radio. Who in the hell stole a stock radio? What are you going to do with that shit? Nobody wants that. You know what I mean? Like, hey, man, I got this this tape player out of a Cavalier, man. You looking at buying it? No, nobody wants that. They didn't want it when they bought the Cavalier. Trust me. But yeah, they used to do that shit. It was so stupid that they would. I just remember putting those things on, having to do a stereo one of those things, and having to disassemble 3/4 of the damn dash. It was the stupidest shit ever. It's like, man, I do not think anybody's gonna steal this. And if they do, if they take the time, this is actually quite funny. I remember this because I was laughing because the place I worked at, I was putting one in because that exact fact, somebody stole it. And I was just laughing because they stole the stock radio. Insurance company ended up paying them out to get them a better one anyway. But they destroyed the dash, absolutely destroyed the dash to get this stock stereo out, which had me laughing because it's like, if you told me you're going to destroy my dash to steal my radio, I would make that radio so easy to get out, I'd just be like, screw it. I'd rather that than having to buy a dash. And then Chevy used to run their body modules through some of the radios. That was a fancy one. I love that. Yeah, I put this aftermarket radio in my Sunfire, and now my power windows don't work anymore, and my keyless entry quit working. Absolutely stupid. Volkswagen, you just had to rip the dash out. Yeah. The only radios I've seen stolen out were Blaupunks, and I know that. Yeah, you definitely spelled that wrong. I hope. I don't know. You might not have. I see some companies are going back to... Thanks, Bob. I see some companies going back to the removable... Oh, the face plates? Oh, really? Those are stupid, too. All right, let's find some screws. It's going to be flats. Flats. So we're going to need 8 of those. Damn, okay. I don't know if we're going to have 8 of them here. Might have to tap into the screw bin. How long do we need them to? That's too long. Yep, we're going to have to tap into the bin. Let's go. Wow, how did that get in there? Definitely need to get that out of there. Coarse thread. Ugh. Nope. Okay, that one will work. See if we can find a couple more. Two. I think at Home Depot, I'm going to see if I can find a nice 3. Nice divider. And I'll go through all these. I'll sit down upstairs and go through them. There's 4. Halfway there. Well, that'll give us a start. We can start the front, get that done. If I can't find another one, we'll worry about that later. All right, we're going metal to metal, so we're going to need some Loctite on these ones. So what's everybody using for a nitro supplier now? Basically, if that shop closes, I mean, I can make a trip, go get one, go get some, I mean. But as far as delivery, I'm not paying that the hazmat shit. The blue and red always looks awesome together. Yeah, looks pretty good. Oh, come on. All right, this is going to be a pain in the ass now. All right. Get out of there. What the shit? Come on. There we go. All right, one at a time. Screw it. Thanks, John. Appreciate that. The build is coming along nicely. When it's not fighting me, let's go. Now, let's see. Passport radar detectors. I never ran those. Like around here, it seemed like they didn't work worth a shit. I don't know. I'm sure they've come a long way, but I don't know. I've never had to run them. There we go. Yeah, without Loctite, I see those being an issue. of these screws first. What else we got? I got a factory screw set for T-Max. Yeah, that's where I got this from, actually. And most of the stuff was there. Most of it was there. Still got quite a bit of it left. Yeah, Luma Dave and Jenny's RC have been a big help with this one. Let's get that screw in there. But, okay, back to what I was saying. Was that a kit? No, it was a bucket of shit. Had to be taken down further than a kit, I swear to God. Probably would have been better off buying it piece by piece. Okay, cool. Oh, those feel good. We went 60 weight all the way around as recommended. I want to buy a Typhon or something so I can beat the brakes off it. I'm telling you, that Typhon I have, that TLR tuned, I wouldn't recommend the TLR tuned one for if you're going to beat the shit out of it. It's not quite as... the shock towers are the issue. The shock towers have a lot more adjustment in them, but the shock stands are not great. They're just not great. I'm going to put it as nicely as I can. So you can buy upgraded, better shock stands, but you need to drill out the shock towers. You're not able to do that with the TLR one because it doesn't work. Because the holes are not complete holes, they're partial holes. So if you drill it out, it basically makes just one giant hole, and it's not gonna last. So long story short, if you can get that 6S with that extreme basher stuff on it, you're gonna have a good time. It's a 60-mile-an-hour buggy. Come on, man. How could you not have a good time? No. Don't get the 3S. Get the 6. Yeah, the 6S is where it's at. And 6S is where it's at. Hugh, the 3S is fast enough. Yeah, the 3S is no slouch. All right, here's how it works. If you're going to get... There we go. All right, front shocks are on. Looks good. Looks good. Let's get the back two. I got to find 4 more of them screws. There's one. Right on top. Bam. One. If you're going to run... That one. That's one. If you're going to run the 6S on anything but 6S, buy the 3S. Absolutely. The 3S is plastic, whereas the 6S has more metal. It's heavier because of that. Stronger. We can have that debate all day. But, like, I've ran my... There's another one. One more. I ran my 6S one on 4S. Oh, wait, don't, I'm not going there. Anyway, if you go and you're going to run that 6S on anything but 6S, you're really wasting your time. You're better off with the 3S one because of the difference in weight. You're actually better off because I ran mine on, what's it called? On 4S, and it's the same speed as a 3S Typhon on 4. But on 6S, it's, yeah, totally different animal. Is that it? All right, cool. We got 4. We are good. We got 4. All right, let's get this together. Loctite, get it lined up. There we go. Yeah, this thing. How come you're not as funny as you are in my life? I have to be set up. I'm not a straight up comic. You got to line me up. Like some people are lining me up right now, but we're gonna keep this straight. But nah, Hugh's my trigger guy. You know what I'm saying? Hugh works. He works for me. You know what I mean? Like if you set yourself up, if you set yourself up for a joke, my head probably comes up with about 7 or 8 of them. And then usually I can, pick which one I want to use. But unfortunately, sometimes I don't. And life gets interesting, you know what I'm saying? All business. No, I'm never all business. I try to have fun as much as I can. But no, you got to set me up for my jokes. You're an amazing person. I appreciate that. You and Hugh are good people. That's why I like hanging out with you guys. Hugh's one of them. I think Hugh's a cool dude. I'm just busting his ass, but he's one of those crazy old guys that I'd hang out with. Definitely. And when I mean crazy, I mean absolutely crazy. There's something wrong with that guy. That's why I like him. But yeah. Like at work, I mean, I know it's a good joke usually when the HR department usually asks me to hear it again. You know what I mean? That's how I judge it. All right. This thing keeps on fighting with me, so trying to pay attention so I don't have to do double the work. Putting in screws here isn't really the best. I want to move on to something else. Quit brown nosing, Grandma. Why? She was my favorite in here anyway, Corey. I don't want to hear you. I'm going to take your wrench away and give it to somebody else. Actually, I got to fix that. I know he's here somewhere. I used his other channel. I probably need to do the main one. There we go. Y'all be walking around using those fake wrenches like I have to do. Come on. I hate these bottom of these shocks. They have that like little bell in them. And if it's not 100% straight, it ain't going in. Just go in. You know where you got to go. Quit giving me a hard time. I have 415s and an 83 Caddy. The detachable face. The Dolphins? Yeah. I was more into the Explode stuff. I like their head units. But I remember the Dolphins. Yeah, I was kind of happy to hear that. I was like, man, I hear subs. And I seen it was a newer vehicle, too. I was like, someone's rocking subs. I'm like, man, I'll tell you what. I'm in the market now. I'm actually looking for a new daily. And I've been looking at like an SUV. Not a big one, like something simple. And if I get an SUV, I'm definitely gonna get some tunes, man. I'm definitely be bumping it. Absolutely. All right, there we go. All 4 shocks are mounted. Could actually set this on the ground on its own. Take a look at it. Yeah. Hell yeah. Shocks feel good. 60 weight all the way around. Rear view mirror always fell off. Yeah, my buddy's Jeep had that console that went across the roof that would tell you like direction and temperature and all that shit. We were driving it one day and that thing just came crashing down. Oh yeah, that thing. I don't know. I couldn't believe how much. What was it? The Dynamat and brown bread that we had stuffed in that thing for sound deadener, and that thing would still rattle. But it was fun as shit. We ended up taking it out and we put it in a Magnum. He had a Dodge Magnum. We took all the stuff out of there. That was a cool car too. We put bags on it and shit. Oh, yeah. You want to see a cool one? Go on YouTube. The guy's name is, his channel name is The Life of Price. The guy has, I think he owns Down for Sound. It's a distribution company that does, like, stereo shit. But anyway, he has videos of this Tahoe that he has, like, just going, like, through town at midnight, just friggin' beating the balls off it. Thanks, Rocky. It is looking good. And he has one section. It's funny, too, because there was a country song where he already had, the windshield was already cracked. I mean, this guy's doors look like they're going to pop off. And he hit a real good bass note on a country song. And I mean, it just, boom! You just see the windshield go flying apart. Hugh's hairpiece would fly off in the early 90s. Yeah, oh, man. I like the Magnums. Okay. The new Charger for another one. It looks awesome. I always did like the Magnums, and they did come in an SRT8, so you could have got the 6.1. Now you got me laughing, Corey. Hugh, come on, come clean. In the 90s, were you rocking a toupee? Did you have the fake? Well, I'm not ask you, Grandma Vic. Did he rock it? What did he have? Did he have like a Joe Dirt mullet, or is he like a Jerry Curl looking dude? I can see him with some like curly looking mop going on there. All right. That's all the bolt-ons we have for today. Let's get that engine out. Let's take a look at that. I had hair down the middle of my back. Yeah, but if it starts at your back, that doesn't count. That's totally different. Having a hairy neck does not mean you have hair. Corey's taking over for the yeah. We're gonna let Corey take over the bold. We're gonna let Corey take over the comedy side for today. Yeah, like Joe Dirt. It's Joe Dirty. All right. Let's put this one off to the side. Let's get that OS out. Let's look at some nice stuff for a change. All right. Let's clean this up. Set you right here. Don't have to go far. Okay. All right. Next stuff we got here. Picked up the, yeah, don't try to church it up. It's dirt. What's wrong with it? Everything was wrong with it, my guy. I'm Abamigero. I'm not going to try that one, man. I got a long last name, and I'm not going to be able to try that. But if anybody's new to the channel, please like and subscribe. OG, if you're available, could you please start dropping some links? Get down there. Let's get the guys going. We have the power. Yeah. So we got ourselves the OS Speed header. I ordered the header, but yeah, I didn't notice it didn't have a gasket, so I have to order a gasket. So no big deal. No big deal. We got the header. I'm not worried. But as far as everything looks, whatever, this was definitely on a Revo because of the way the exhaust was routed. But look at how many teeth are on this freaking bell. This is serious shit. Plus the carburetor's the wrong way around. So this is definitely on a Revo. But how many teeth are on this thing? Let's count these up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. 22? 22 tooth? Pretty nice size one. I think I have some smaller ones. But this thing should have some power. We'll see how it does with those big tires we're going to put on this thing. Oh, did I let out the cat out the bag? Yeah. We're doing a little something with this one. What's wrong with it? Everything. It was a complete disaster. This is a total rebuild on this one. I show 13 likes. Yeah, 13. That's okay. You can hit on the way in or the way out. But let's go back to this. The Nitro Pimp was gracious enough to donate. This thing's pretty badass. Came with the roto start. Looks like it's in good shape. I'm pretty sure it'll work. I don't see any issues with that. Carburetor is nice and free. Has the additional piece on. I think this is a part that you're going to need to run this on a Traxxas. So I'm happy that that's there. But we'll check that out later. os.21tm. A little bit of a headshot here. The head was the other way around. So I flipped it the right way. So Now we get the chance to tear up this part. You know what I mean? It's going to look good. But this is about 1.8 horse, I think they rate these at. Not a big powerhouse of an engine, but compared to what Traxxas says the 3.3 is good for 1 horse. Though this should be just about double. Because, you know, 1 horse, yeah, I doubt it. So, all right. Let's start to dissect this sucker, and we'll take a look at it. Not going to worry about taking the back plate off yet, but let's see if we got a good glow plug first. So that way I know if I have to add it to the shopping list at least. About time Corey did something. Yeah, Corey, help out OG. Earn your keep around here, pal. I pay you a lot. All right. Well, it's not a Traxxas plug, thank God. It's an OS plug. Not the right one. Nice. All right. Let's fire it up. Corey's sharing his own link. Hey, whatever. Whoa. Never had that happen before. Wow, she's a smoker. It's been sitting a while, but man, that's in good shape. All right, we're not going to need a glow plug. That'll be okay. It's going to need a gasket. That took a ride. But I got gaskets. That ain't nothing. Let's pull this coolant head off. Let's take a look. I mean, it's got... With the glow plug out, it don't really feel like there's much resistance in this. So I think basically I'm going to do a repinch on this. Yeah, she's working. Glow plug's good. We're going to do a repinch on this for sure. So I'm not going to bother pulling the back plate or pulling it apart yet because, like I said, I'm going to have to wait a couple of weeks. The budget's going to go strictly to the buggy to get that running. But I want to look at the condition, basically, of the... I want to look at the condition of the sleeve and the piston. So I want to take a look and just make sure it's worth a repinch. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to make sure if it's all gouged out and smoked, I'll have to order a piston and sleeve. What's going on here? There we go. Couldn't find it because he wasn't here the whole time. She's working. This isn't the house of Hugh, it's the house of Rynks. He's got to earn his keep. Yeah, it's a tough job, you know what I mean? A lot of requirements here, you know. Shit talking don't count. No, it counts. All right. Head's fairly clean. That's a good thing. Not bad looking. He's a trucker and calls me out and tries to keep him awake. Tell you what, those definitely do help. Yeah. Let's take a... I don't know if we can zoom in on it. That sleeve is in good shape. It's nice. As far as pinch, more to be desired for sure. Michelle is a loose cannon. She'll tell you to bite it like, you know, no time at all. She'll just do it. So yeah, this doesn't look bad. I think we're definitely gonna have to have a repinch done on it. But the sleeve itself is pretty. I mean, there's no problems with that whatsoever. I'm happy with that. A2, what's going on? Y'all be careful with those mini XRTs. So, yeah, not so bad. Let's take a look at the head button. Take the screws out. Head button's pretty clean. No signs of real detonation. Not beat up too bad. It's got a little bit of schmutz in there. Just some leftover fuel. That'll burn out. No problem. Yeah, this engine's in good shape. This was also, like I said before, it was donated by the Nitro Pimp. So appreciate that, brother. This thing's this will be good. I'll take it. I'm gonna throw the $30 at it. We'll get the repinch done, and I have no doubts in my mind we're gonna have ourselves a real good engine with this one. So yeah, that's where we stand on this. I behave most of the time. Hey, I don't care if you behave or not. Everybody here knows everybody, so you ain't getting away with nothing. You tell somebody to eat shit here, we'll find you. I missed it. What engine is that? That is a os.21tm. Gonna go into the T-Max. Most of the time. So Hugh, you never answered the question. When are we firing this off? I will time out anyone. The Dirty Max. Yes, sir. She ain't so dirty anymore. So, yeah. Not bad, not bad. Happy with this. Alright. So with these two screws in there, just keep everything out of it. Put a plug on that. See if I have plugs. I don't think I have any that small. For that carburetor. Close that up. Nice. Oh, and by the way, it's a good thing we took, I took the, what's it called? Those Big Joes that are going on the HPI, the Savage 21. I took those Big Joes and wheels apart. I guess the guy that I bought it from tried to wash those wheels to make it look better. The friggin' sponges were absolutely soaked, full of frickin' water, man. All right, cool. All right, so I have to wait a couple of weeks. We'll pull the piston and sleeve out of this sucker. I'll get it over to Ed maybe or somewhere else. We'll see. Get the pinch redone on this, and we'll have an engine for this. I already got the header. All right, cool. What else we got going on here? It's a heck of a lot better than the old one. Look at this. This is what it came with. A2RC. Let's see what we got here. What's going on? Yeah, she's going to start making videos, non-LS. Good. Corey missed impression. Yvette's got more subs than you, Corey. She probably has more than me. Yeah, this thing was a piece of shit. So happy we're not going to be even bothering with this. Lovely. All right. Let's start taking this box apart. This is the upper box for it. This switch is absolute dog shit. And the battery holder's gone. So I'd like to get this apart real quick because that'll be the next thing we're going to do. So I'm going to start getting this thing cleaned up, get a new switch ordered. It'll be probably a short day today. Not really a whole lot going on. Got a couple of new starter boxes. Maybe I'll show those. I'm pretty pissed off about those. Did that come out of a lake? Was that... Yeah, it does look like it, don't it? Oh, look at this. I just touched it and it came apart. Like, it's... Yo. Well, this is a cool thing to see because this shows you what that truck came from. This is what I've been working with for the last couple of weeks. Yeah. Yeah. This is a switch. This is what we've been. This is pretty much the condition that old truck was in. It's yeah, it's foobar. I'm not gonna use any of that. So gross. All right, screws. Save the screws. So just from that alone, look at this. My friggin' desk is shot again. Oh, forgot this. I'm gonna put that back in. Needs a gasket. Yeah, I'll put a gasket in it later. It's got to come back apart anyway. Not gonna waste the gasket on it. Chicken fried rice. I don't like stir fry. I'm not a fan. The old lady makes it now and then. All right, cool. Put that away. And start throwing this junk away. And get it. All right. I'll cook something tomorrow, Mother's Day. Yeah, I gotta work. My mom's gonna be pissed. But I don't know what I can do about it. Switch my days. I'm working Sunday to Thursday now. All right, these are the new boxers I bought. I wanted to get something brand new, something that I know is reliable, something that's current as far as the starter boxes go. And I got some bitching to do about this. These things here. I hate these ProTech boxes. I bought a lot of ProTech branded stuff, and I like a lot of it. This box design is absolute dog shit. Understandable. Another brother of mine lost his mom. Oh, man, that sucks. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that. Anyway, these, the design of this box is absolute dog shit. I hate it. Not a fan at all. I used them. Check this out. Rocky Perry says, nothing, let's see. A2, nothing in particular. A2 does some awesome videos. I like those engine overview vids. Yeah, me too. I like them when you break them down like that. At least you know, if you see the latest and greatest and you compare it to something a little bit older and you notice that they really didn't change much, it helps me out a lot because my budget is small. So if I can buy, let's say, oh, it's a $500 brand new race engine, top of the line, but then the old one is just as good and I can get the old one for half, you save me a fortune. You know what I'm saying? Now back to what I was saying. These pieces here, if you use them, I didn't end up using them. I ended up having to just go flat on the box. This is a shit design. I mean, it's nice. It's got a nice rubber pad on it, and I understand what it does. This is the bad part. You see these little cutouts on the inside? There's supposed to be a square nut. Yeah, a square nut that would ride inside here. And then the peg that stops the buggy or truggy from moving would sit on top here. The nut would go through it. So the nut would have to go through the square, the screw goes through the square nut, and it's supposed to not protrude lower than the base of this because this is supposed to sit flush on the starter box. But if you do that, it basically, there's about 3 threads holding that screw into that nut. You tell me you're in a hurry. You throw the buggy on there quick because you had a flame out. You're not going to rip those studs off every single time. And if you use a longer screw, it scratches the shit out of the box, which I did. I have a brand new box. It's all shitted up now. And I'm kind of pissed about it. But, like, the design of it's just not good. It's just not good. So, I still have another one here that I got for the 10th scale ones. I have both electric and... Oh, yeah, most of us do. There's no reason to be just one or the other. You know what I mean? everything serves its purpose. I mean, if I go to a place and it's indoor, electric only, what am I going to do? Boo-hoo, I don't have electric, I only have nitro? No. I'm gonna join in. I'm gonna have some fun. We're gonna bang doors. Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies out here. Yeah, yeah. And if you're good looking and you're not a mother yet, hit me up. I'll help you out. I make beautiful children. My daughter's a little cutie. I'll keep my giant dynamite. I have the that OFNA box that I'm actually very impressed with, considering, and I have the Losi box, which is probably the same as this, that came with my 22. What's up, mother? You want another? No, you guys are terrible. Don't be that way. What would be a good box for the os.21tm? Probably the Losi box. Here, I'll show you. I have the Losi box. This guy right here. This is a Losi branded box. It looks very similar to that one. But this is only a single motor, I believe. Yeah, single motor. How do you open this thing? I forget even how to. I've never used it because this is one that's made for the red that matches the red chassis of my Truggy. So I haven't been using it. Forget how to open it. Yeah, this is a single motor. Single motor, dual batteries, still works. Forget how to open it. It's off at least. Yeah, forget how to work this one. I never use it because it matches my Truggy, and I don't want to tear it up. 2 screws. Yeah, 2 screws where? Yeah, it's probably under this part. So you probably have to pull this forward, and there's probably 2 screws right here. That's what it looks like. But anyway, this one works. This was actually, yeah, it's under the plastic piece. Yeah, this is actually made for the Losi Truggy. So, I mean, this would be what you'd want to look for, something like this. Yeah, this would be the one to get. But, yeah. Then they sell this one. Let's do an unbox. Let's see what they give you with this one. This is made for, this says this fits 1/8 and 1/10. So, this one I'm sure the box is set a different way. Oh yeah, it's even a lot smaller. Cool. Branded. There we go. Yeah, this would be more for, I bought this one so that way we could start the stadium trucks, because I got 2 stadium trucks. Yeah, this is a single motor. Yeah, there's the difference. A couple more parts. This one's a lot simpler. I like this one a little bit better. Probably just slide this forward. Bam, there you go. I have to switch the connectors over, though. I'm not using... How many is this made for? So you can run this one on 4S as well, I guess. I have to read the instructions. Yeah, definitely give my old lady a shout out, man. She takes good care of me, and I'm a pain in the ass to her, so. Huh. Now that's different. How the heck do you... That's the spring. How does it go in? That's weird. Okay. There's your on button. Got that. Now where's the spring at to make this work? Because here's your plunger. So this would have to go down. Sure as hell doesn't want to. Uh-oh. Let's take a look at the instructions here. All right. Yeah, this is made for 1/10. So this like I said, this will be for the stadium trucks. But I guess this is the part you'd have to push down to activate the wheel, but it doesn't want to move. Why doesn't it want to move? Okay, there's our schematics. That part doesn't belong there. Okay. Problem solved. Why would they have done that? Just for shipping? It's got an on and off button, so you never need this again. All right. Well, cool. I don't have any T-style batteries. I'd like to fire something up today, but I don't see that happening. Yep, that's all it was, Aggie. They gave you extra parts. All right. So I got to get some... What size battery's even going to fit in that sucker? Look at that. It's small. I'll have to look into this. Oh, that actually makes me want to look. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. Let's take a look at something. All right, now this is the other one I said. It's already scratched up on the top. I'm going to cover it with some magic marker. It'll be all right. This is... Ah, I see. So there's no way to do it. All right, I was thinking, like, this is probably your better buy because this one is a dual motor. This has dual motors. Can I open this up? There we go. This is a dual motor setup, set up for 4S. There's really no other way to make the wheel move. Like, you can't take it and put it this way to run it so I can start a stadium truck with it. So I guess you're kind of screwed. Because I was going to say, this seemed like the better deal. Because that's a single motor. This is a dual. And these are the same price. Both of those were both 80 bucks. But, yeah, this is going to be for the buggy. ProTech RC. Got ourselves a new one. I like my handheld torque starters too. Yeah, those aren't bad. This makes me want to get my os.21tm out and dust it off. Hey, Wildcat, welcome to the chat. Yeah, you got a Twin Titan? Hell yeah. Today would be a great day to take that out. What isn't a great day to take that out? If anybody's new to the chat, please like and subscribe. Hit some of the links up above. That one looks powerful. Yeah, this one should be this one should have some balls. I mean, it's got to start that Nova Rossi up, so it's going to have its work cut out for it. That thing's got some snap to it. And then you got the old one. I got this older one here. Let's see how it sits on there nice. What happened? Wanted to move? I think one of the pins moved on it. No, doing it backwards, that's why. Big dummy. There we go. See, once you get it fitted right, it's nice. But, yeah. All right. Now this one here, this is the one that came with it. This thing's actually pretty sweet. I don't know if you can get parts for it easily anymore, but yeah, I'm probably going to do that when I have to fill in all the black scratches. This is made by, this is an Optima one. It's actually made for that Team Associated buggy. It has the tag on it. So this is probably one that Team Associated sold a while ago. But this one's sweet. If it wasn't so damn old, I'd probably continue to use it. It has the double slots, so that way you could take it, turn this around. You could have used this for those stadium trucks if I wanted to. It's got your basic bullet style leads. So if you wanted to run a T-style plug, you want to run EC5 like the one that's on it here, probably EC3. It'll probably run a 4S. It was running 3, but I like this. Bam, put those in there. You got your glow igniter already hooked up here. You'll never have to worry about using it. It runs off that same battery. That's pretty trick. I think this thing is pretty badass. I've never touched a Titan for about 15 years. I bought new LRP 32s for it, and I have not started it once. Well, hell, now's not a good time as any. Twin 32s. Twin 32s, that's what, like 8.6 horse together? Dude, that's that's going to be a bad bitch. I'd start that up, hell yeah. Yeah, this box ain't bad for an older rig. I dig it. But, yeah, that's pretty much all we're going to get done today. That's an awesome setup. This is an awesome setup. I mean, that's why I didn't throw it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty good. Like, look at this thing. It's not in terrible shape. I mean, she's a little older, but not bad. It's a dual motor too. Here, this one you got to remove the screw to open her up, but oh yeah, I agree. It probably is. I just wanted something that if I break a belt or something, I can easily find parts, because I'm sure finding parts for this ain't the best. Yeah, it's dual motor setup. You see both of them right there. Oh, this ain't going nowhere. Maybe I'll even clean it up. What's he say? Yeah, I got like 3K into it. It's full aluminum. Just don't got the balls to take it out. Well, it ain't going to do you no good sitting there. Don't matter how much money you have into it, run it. Yeah, I'd be scared to scratch at 3K. Nah, definitely not. What do they say? That's like not having fun with your hot girlfriend and saving her for the next guy? Nah, man. That ain't me, dude. You can find the belts. I have a bunch of extra if you need some. I have 8 Optima boxes. Yeah, this will sit on the shelf, like I said. Always have a good backup. This thing started that Nova up, no problem. Texas, then does that mean I can run this on? Will this take 4S? It's a dual motor, so I'd assume so. If that'll take 4S. I mean, I'm going to throw 4S at it. Yes, it'll take 4S. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, it's a pretty cool box. I dig it. But, yeah. So anybody else have anything else going on? I'm probably going to hang out for another 10 minutes. We're going to wrap this up. Nice. You need a basher then. Everybody needs a basher. I got a Revo. I got 2 Revo. Well, 1.5 Revos. One don't run worth of shit. But yeah, a nice basher is always good to have. Ugh. Yeah, here, I'll show you my basher. I got an old Revo. There you go. See if we can get a better shot on her. There we go. Yeah, this is it. I'll just take out the tripod. It's a waste of time. There we go. That's my basher. Inexpensive. I think I got... Look, I still have fuel left in it. Gotta pull that out. Friggin' this thing. I run this thing. No, what? No, we're not going to take that out. We're going to run it. This thing, I'll jump this off the house. I don't care. This thing takes nothing but abuse and nitro. Nice looking truck. Runs pretty good. But I think I have about 150 bucks into it. That's about it. I don't remember the last time I ran this. Take a look at that fuel. But yeah, straightforward. Just a basic Revo. 3.3. Chrome pipe. Kind of, let's see what blend we have in here, how long it's been. That's blue. That's more than likely that's going to be my Sidewinder 30. Yeah, this thing, just a piece of shit Revo. I traded a guy for it. That's my basher. You too, Yvette. Keep you out of trouble, please. I told you the budget's getting kind of low. I am certainly not going to be able to bail him out. So, behave. All right, let's put the clips back on. But yeah, that's it for me this week. Probably going to go take this out. I forgot that I left fuel in it. You'll have this. All right. Probably try and fire it up real quick. See if it'll run. I'll throw you in one of the tripods. Why did I leave fuel in it is my question. I never do that. Throw an easy start on this thing and see if I can get it to run. Glow plug bad? Is that why it's got fuel in it? I run it hard and put it away? Take a look. Let's see, OG says he's breaking in the Hobeo SST. Nice. I don't have any Hobeos. It's one brand I don't have. It's wet. Got that. That glow plug's great. Got a gasket? The gasket's in there. Definitely gonna have to charge her up. I never trust these easy starters. with this thing. Let's see. Always something. Oh. I don't want to pour any fuel in the carb. Could. Maybe I will. Revo 33. Wants to start. Haven't ran this in probably 6 months. 6 months maybe? There we go. Not getting any fuel? Not getting any fuel. All right, let's take that needle out, see what's going on. Open her up, tighten her down, 4 from the floor, factory setting. One, two, three, 4. Try that again. Yeah, no fuel. Weird. Check that low side out. Nope, fuel line crimp is open. That'd be the easy way. Let's see. No. I should have enough fuel. That definitely that low side looks fine. Where are they Let's see here. Wow. Some good fuel line. Damn. Easy start, my ass. Check the seal in the tank, pop the lid a few times. That's what I was going to do. I want to take this fuel line off and blow into it. There we go. All right. Nothing wrong there. Probably just some shit in the carb. Okay, so we know that's fine. We know that's fine. Let's pull that needle all the way out. So one thing I always notice with these Traxxas carbs is the needle will get clogged if you let it sit too long. I usually just pull it out. I'll push some more fuel through it. If it comes out the top, you know it's getting into the orifice at least. That's what I get for not running VP, man. Yeah, fuel's getting to the carb. That's why I'll do this. Alright, so carb is not blocked. Bottom it out. One, two, three, four. All right, 4 down. Should fire now. I don't know. Let's check that low side again. Weird. Never had a problem with this one. Okay, there's got to be fuel there now. I think the carburetor's just full of shit. If you ever need content, Traxxas will give you something. Love the smell, don't miss the maintenance. Yeah, I like it. How this thing is not getting any fuel is beyond me. I left that fuel in there, so that's probably my fault there. I'll admit that. I'll open it up a lot more. Come on, Michael Graham, what's wrong with this? Maybe the high side needle all the way out, flush it out. There was something in that carburetor because you can actually see it as soon as it got past it. I was watching the fuel line. There was an air bubble in there. You know, you're gonna get one, and it wouldn't go. Then I seen it moving. That's why I kept on going with the easy start. Once it got up to the carb, so there was something in that carburetor, and it just shit it out. Oh, the stuff that just shit out is even worse. Yeah, just from sitting. No big deal. It'll run now. Maybe clean up this mess a little bit. Then we'll try to fire it back up again. Yeah, just from sitting. That's what happens. Probably some moisture. It's sitting in, I mean, it's heated down here, but, you know, it's still a basement. Here, let's try with the easy start. Totally. No problem. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's all it was. Some shit in the carb. That ain't no big deal. We can handle that. Alright, needs a body clip in the box. That ain't no problem. Alright, cool. Nice. That's why I always see I open mine up before I start them, then close them back up. Yeah. No, this actually had something in it. This, I mean, when you let them sit for that long, you expect it to have something. There's always something. So, all right. I'm going to run this later today then. Just get that fuel out of it. Hopefully everything will dry out. Yeah, I know. I'm going to turn it. You actually really don't have to bottom it out. It's not warm. There we go. Bottom dead center. Thanks, Aggie. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming out. It's been fun. Oh, I forgot to put the air filter on it. Yeah, just set it on it for now. Thanks everybody for coming out. It's been a good Saturday. I'm hoping that everything will dry out and I'll get to go out running a little bit later today. So hope everybody else gets to go out and run some nitro too. And I'll catch everybody next week. I'll figure something out. We got something here we can work on. So yeah, I'll catch everybody next week and peace.